Okay, it's time. It's on. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Hi Masterclass. This time for Hi Masterclass number 37, a beginner's guide to the wonderful world of REGEX. Today, we have a newbie with us. It's a start for Sofia Freitas in this Hi Masterclass scene. She's a front-end developer at Hi Interactive, and today she is here to talk about REGEX. Hi, Sofia. How are you? Are you ready to kick this presentation on?
Yes. Hi, João. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah. Yeah. For the ones at home that are excited for Sofia to start this presentation, wait no more. I will just steal a minute from Sofia to ask everyone to drop a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have plenty more content like this prepared for you. Sofia has also wrote an article about this subject on our blog at our website. We'll have it at the description of this video. You can check it. It is a full guide and a more detailed perspective on this topic that Sofia is about to show us. And yeah, if you have any type of question during the presentation, feel free to drop them on the comment section of this video, and me or Sofia will answer them as soon as we see the question. Sofia, are you ready to kick this on?
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Hello. So, hello to our followers. It is a pleasure to be here, although I'm going to talk about something that is not so sexy at first and can be even intimidating. So this is the agenda for today's masterclass. I'm going to talk about regex or regular expressions. I'm going to focus on JavaScript and on some important syntax theory for you to start writing your own regular expressions. Imagine you have a big file, and you want to search for a 9-digit number that starts with 9, like a phone number, for example. Regex comes in handy for this type of tasks and do it so fast. So it is an important tool for developers. This can be a regular expression. Yes, intimidated, complicated, help, what is this? But don't sweat. Don't sweat. If you start learning the basics, it can become a very powerful tool to you. So let's go.
Let's see how.
Let's go. What is regex? Regular expressions is a technique in computer science and consists of a combination of characters, special symbols, and meta characters which specify patterns within text or strings. Meta characters are characters with a special meaning for a program, a computer program. Regex can be used in many programming languages, only with minor adaptations to the code. This is very important because a regular expression written in PHP may differ from one in JavaScript. So one regex can work correctly in your programming language, but may not work correctly in another, so be extra careful. It was first introduced in the 50s by Stephen Cole Klein. He was an American mathematician and one of the fathers of computer science. You can Google him on the internet because I guess he has had a wonderful and interesting life. Do we need regex? Yes, no, it's up to you, but it's a powerful tool, as I said before. It has many applications, such, for example, extracting data from strings, searching for a certain set of characters within a web page, or even HTML tag with a certain class name, and extremely important, to validate user input, email addresses, phone numbers, passwords, and these are just a few use cases of regex. So with regex, you can perform complex operations on strings. That is why it's so important. As I said before, we're going to focus on JavaScript. So having a basic understanding of it is going to be beneficial. You can create regular expressions in JavaScript using two ways, both having the same result. You can use regex literal. You can create a variable and you put the pattern, in this case dog, inside slashes. Or you can use a constructor function with the REGEX object, but in this case, the pattern comes inside quotes. The many methods of JavaScript, like test, exec, match, replace, they are all available to use with regex. But JavaScript methods are not within the scope of this masterclass. So if you need further information, please go to the MDN web docs, please. Here we have an example using the replace method. We have a string and we want to transform this string so that every space between words become hyphens. So this is a simple example for you to see how we can combine regex in JavaScript using, in this case, the method replace. The output will be the same string, but the words separated by hyphens.
For sure.
To better understand regex, there are important concepts that we must grasp. Here's a summary guide of the most important topics, from basic to more advanced. We have anchors, we have quantifiers, flags, character classes, groups, back references, and look-around assertions. These are more advanced, these last two. So now to give some interactivity to this masterclass, I'm going to switch to a platform or a website that I've chosen. It's called REGEX 101 to put some regex in action. Okay. So this is just the website. I think you're all seeing it. It's a very easy website. Here you have a flavor. You can choose the language, the programming language in which you are working. Here you have the explanation area. Each symbol is explained and the purpose of it within the pattern. You have the match information. If there is one match, 0 matches or more, and a quick reference. All symbols are here for you to use, and with a little bit of an explanation of the purpose of each symbol. They are divided into categories. If you want to add flags, I'm going to talk about flags in a minute, you can click here and choose the flags. If you click again, you will disable the flags. Okay? So let's test some anchors. Anchors are special characters that represent positions within a string. We have the start of a string, the end of a string, word boundaries or limit to the words. We can use the /b lowercase to limit the word, and on-word boundary. Let's see this in action. For example, I've already put here a regex pattern. And this pattern matches a string that consists only of the word words, because you have here the symbol that specifies the beginning of a string and the end of a string, and the B's are boundaries, limits. So we are going to match word, and only the word, or word, no more, no less. So if we test dog, we see there's not a match. But if we put wording, it's an English word, we don't have a match either.
Yeah.
But if we put word, there's a match. So this pattern matches a string that consists only of the word word. We can test another string, more complex. Okay. And let's change over. Okay. The B's are, as I told you, the word boundaries, the limits. So we want to match the word over. And here it is, over. We're not matching this first over because this is case sensitive. So over with the uppercase won't match this. But if we put the flag in sensitive and G, all overs are matched. Okay?
Okay.
Let's jump into another set of characters. These are all important characters. This is called the dot. It's called the wildcard. It is very useful and yet dangerous because it matches.
Sofia, can you put it on present mode?
Yes, but I'm going to switch back and forth.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem.
At the end, I will switch to the presentation and
okay.
again. It's just this part because I have to use the tester.
To
the
switch
REGEX tester.
Yeah. Okay.
So the wildcard, it's a character that matches any character you want. So it's called the wildcard. And have also the alternate and the escape. The escape is used to escape some character that you want to match literally.
Okay.
We're going to test something about the alternation. Imagine you want to retrieve valid time strings in the format hour, minute. This is quite useful. Alternation is ideal for this. So if I put here some strings I have prepared, you can see that there's 4 hours and 2 of them are invalid because we don't have 38 hours time.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I put this regex, and I will explain it, this is an interesting way to retrieve the valid times. I put here, and you can see the 2 valid times are matched. Okay. You can then check here the explanation of all symbols used.
Yeah.
Next, we go to quantifiers. Quantifiers specify how many times a certain preceding character or group of characters should appear in the string. It has to do with counting. we have the exact count quantifier, the range, the n or more, the plus sign, it means one or more, the question mark, and the asterisk for 0 or more. Let's see it. For example, don't forget about the plus and the asterisk, 0 or more, or 1 or more. We have this string, and we put here this regex. If we put the plus sign, so what does this mean? It means that give me back the full word with 3 or more O's and the letter T in the hand of the string. Yeah. So it matches foot with 3 and with 9 O's, because the plus means 1 or more. But if I change here to the asterisk, it will give me back a match for all the 3 words, because the asterisk means 0 or more. So the case of foot with 2 here is going to match. Yeah. Okay, so the 3 are matched. This is really simple. I'm giving you some quite simple examples for you to start entering the world of regex. Let's put some other example here, because we can have a start of a string. Yeah. Okay, start, the circumflex, start of a string. I'm going to put a range of numbers between 0 and 9. This is a range. And another quantifier with the exact count, which is the 4. And I'm going to close this with the end of the string. So what do you think the output will be if I test some strings here? If I test 12, there's not a match, because I want to match a number with exactly 4 digits. That's what this 4 is doing here, because it's the exact count. If I put 1, 2, 3, not a match again. But if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a match. Okay? Okay. Again, no match. So this will match a 4-digit number, no more, no less. Okay. Now, let's go to flags. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 flags, but I'm only talking about the 3 most important and most used flags that are here: global, multi-line, and insensitive. Global finds all matches in a string, not only the first match. Okay. The multi-line flag by default anchors work in single line mode, meaning they match the beginning and end of the entire string. If you want to match the beginning and end of individual lines within the string, you use the flag M. Okay. Last, the insensitive. I think it's self-explanatory. It returns words independently despite differences in case. Okay? The E. Now we have a bunch of important symbols. They are called the character classes. For example, what are character classes? They have predefined shorthand notations for common ranges of characters. For example, this is a set. A A-E-I-O-U. This means match every single vowel in this string. If you put the circumflex at the beginning inside the square brackets, sorry, it's negating the range. So give me everything, every character besides X, Y, and Z. These are all examples. We have, this is very common. For example, the /D, lowercase d, it represents any digit from 0 to 9. For example, the backslash and the S, lowercase s, it's a white space. Okay. And the backslash W, it's any character, word, alphanumerical character, including underscore.
Okay.
Okay, so let's test some character classes. Okay, I'll put here a string of 4 words, very similar. And I write here a range, not a range, a set. I'm sorry. S C F P J E R. You can see this is a set, so match any one of these word characters inside. So it will match car, far, bar, jar. Okay, this is the same as using the wildcard, for example. If I put here the dot, remember the wildcard?
Yeah.
So it's the same, okay? Groups. Let's go to groups. Here we are entering the more advanced concepts of regex. I'm not going into detail because I think it's too much for a first time and to take in on the first dose. But I'm talking about groups. Groups means treating a part of a regex as a single unit by surrounding it inside parentheses. Let's focus on capturing groups, this first one. And it's time to introduce the back references. Back references enable you to reference or reuse the text captured before by a group. They function more or less like variables that store matched patterns. The syntax is this.
Okay.
A capturing group must be inside parentheses. So let's put dog. This is my favorite animal. And the back reference syntax is this one. You put a backslash and the number. This number is assigned based on the order of opening parentheses in the pattern. So in this case, we have only one capturing group, which is dog. So if you want to reference that one, you must put the number 1 because it's the only one and it's the first one. If we had one or more, for example, if you wanted the second, you would put here the number 2. If we had 2 or more capturing groups, but this time we have only 1. So what do you think this pattern will match? This will match the capturing group and the back reference. Okay?
Okay.
It will duplicate the capturing group. It takes the capturing group and duplicates it because you referenced it. Let's see a more practical example of this. because it is really useful using back references to, for example, identify duplicated words in a text. If you want to spot duplicated words in a text, this is the technique, for example.
Okay.
One moment to put here the string because it's large. Okay, this is a text. And the regex.
Okay.
I'm going to put global because I want every match. I want to put the insensitive and multi-line. Okay?
Okay.
This one. So far far is identified and large large is also identified. So this is really, really useful. Finally, we should talk about look around assertions because you're gonna bump into them, I'm sure. They are non-capturing groups that return matches only if the target string is followed or preceded by a particular character. If the target string is followed by a particular character, we are talking about look-aheads. If the target string is preceded by a particular character, we are talking about look-behinds, okay? But both can be positive and negative. I'm not going into too much detail now, but you can see here in the REGEX 101, for example, a positive look ahead, because so follow it. They have here this example. It means this is the syntax, parenthesis, question mark, and the equal sign. It says match the word foo if it is followed by bar. And this one is, right?
Yeah.
If we choose the negative look ahead, it's right, the opposite. Give me the word foo if it's not followed by bar. So foo bar is not a match, but foo was his. In the case of look behinds, it's the same logic. So only the syntax is different. In this case, give me the word bar if it's preceded by the word food. Foo bar is a match. And you can see it now. I think you have inferred already the negative look behind, so preceded. Give me the word foo if it's not preceded by the word not. Okay, so the only foo matched is the last one because it's preceded by but space. Well, this is the guide that I wanted to show you. This is really fast. Already, I'm going to repeat myself, but this is too much to take in. So this is only for you to taste a little bit of REGEX and start being interested in this topic because it can be really simple and useful. And I want to, okay.
Go.
Again, woohoo!
We're back.
Yeah, to summarize this class, there are some tips I would like to share with you. And in a conclusion for this, keep it simple, please. Don't create too large regular expressions because it's not good. And Try to avoid complex patterns like non-capturing groups, for example, if you don't need them. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't forget to escape special characters. If you want to match anything literally, use the escape symbol, the backslash. Avoid using the wildcard, the dot, remember? Because it can match any character. You should be more specific. Use word boundaries, the beginning and the end of a word to avoid unwanted matches. Remember the backslash with the B lowercase at front and in the last position. Test your regular expressions. Use a platform like this one, REGEX on 101. There are more. I'll give you some examples in the next slide. Use different scenarios, okay? Test different scenarios. And finally, comment your code, especially if you need to comment the most complex reject parts of your code. Resources. You can find a lot of information about rejects as expected in the internet. You have MDN web docs, you have W3 schools, Free Code Camp, and the like, not to mention the YouTube channels, podcasts, blogs, etc. It's a world. So here I leave you with some resources to which you can interact with. So I leave with testers, REGEX 101 and 2 more, like the one you used before, visualizers, and platforms for you to deepen your learning stuff. So visualizers are help you understand the meaning of characters with the help of diagrams. It's really useful. One final note, read our blog, read this topic, article on this topic, because it's much more detailed. And, well, I hope you liked it. I'm sorry for being too much in a short period of time.
Yeah,
but it's a start for you, and I hope you become a REGEX master. Thank you.
Yes, Sofia. Thanks for the presentation, Sofia.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Going to the next slide, I want to say thank you all. Thank you all who attended to this event and watched this video till the end. I'm sure that Sofia really got you into like taking some like beginner tips into this regex world that you can take to be more complete on this subject. And read Sofia's article. It's in this on the description of this video, as I said in the beginning. And stay tuned for more content like this. We have a masterclass prepared next month for you. We'll know all about it if you follow us on our social media and also on our YouTube channel. We have more high talks coming up next month that you also should stay tuned to know more about. And yet, thanks, Sofia, for this presentation. It was amazing. And I'm sure that you really
don't exaggerate.
No. I'm being serious here.
No, it's difficult to. I'm sorry, because it's really difficult to explain. Even with the tester, I should take longer, but we don't have that time. So
maybe this can be
amuse bush.
Yeah, maybe this can be a tease for a part 2. You know,
yeah.
Do a beginner's guide or rejects part 2 with you. But yeah, drop that on the comment section of this video if you want to see a part 2. I'm sure I will talk to Sofia about this, and we will make it happen if you want to. And yeah, thanks a lot for the ones who stood by till the end, and bye bye. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.